What's going on? My name is Sid and welcome back to the channel. And now, if you watch the channel a lot, you'll know that I don't really play PvP all that much. I don't go into it that much, you know? I just, you know what, I'm not even gonna play this playlist. I'll play the one that's actually more consistently there all the time. I used to play a lot of PvP. Like, what else would I do when I'm streaming? It's the same thing for Akor. You know, what else would he do when he's streaming? So he plays PvP. In fact, that man got fed up. So fed up that he actually ended up titling one of his streams, the Ivory Tower, please fix PvP. And, you know, if you're a streamer, you'll play PvP. That's what you do. Because what else would there be to do in the game? If you're a normal player who just plays this game, after you've done everything, what else would you do other than play PvP? It's the sort of main thing of any game, really, you know, the PvP aspect, the online aspect. It's the only sort of thing in the game that is possible to be different every time you play it, instead of just being the same thing over and over again when you play it. If you grind a race, why are we doing a bike race? If you grind a race in the crew, you know, you'll actually... Should we use the summit bike? We'll use the summit bike. It's gonna be terrible. Like, if you grind a race, you're just playing that race over and over again, right? But if you are playing something online, there's more variable factors. There's other players. There's the people you're playing with. There's what cars you use, etc., etc. Which, although you can implement into other things, they're not to a great degree. In PvP, it's made to be unique. You know, it's like the same way not every game of Apex is the same. Not every PvP battle should really be the same. But unfortunately, what we're dealing with here is a system for PvP that I think is so utterly and inherently flawed that when I did a poll on PvP, it was rated an average of 2 stars. The very bottom of 2 stars. Almost high 1 stars instead. For the main online battle system of the game. This video is directly for Ivory Tower. Now, I do know that they're working on, you know, they're working on the, what are they working on? Graphics. They're doing the graphics update. They're doing, 60 FPS. So, what that means is hopefully we still have time. Hopefully, they might not have even started on fixing PvP, you know, so it's still subjective as what they could start to work on. So I'm going to give a little outline based on people I've asked in the crew server. There was Cletus, Yeedman, Salmon, etc., etc. People I asked on a poll, the poll I showed you that people put in the comments, and things I've known just from playing 4,000 hours of this game. Things I know need to change in this video game. And I mean this in complete good faith. I just am gonna get really worked up over some things as well. But this is exactly what needs to change with PvP to actually make it any good. Like, any good at all. And, you know what? Hopefully, Ivory Tower can write it down and work on these things specifically. The first thing that comes up whenever I ask anyone about PvP, the first thing that comes up is reward. The reward is just not worth it. I didn't really hear this one that much until I asked people, and people in the crew server said reward. People in my comment section all said reward. Reward is one of the worst things for PvP. Why are you getting paid, direct quote from someone, why are you getting paid the same amount for playing against other players than you are against AI racers in a set race, you know? There is zero reward. Well, reward difference. It's not worth it. The fact of the matter is, it's just not worth it, you know? Either pay needs to be increased, or what I propose is non-racing affixes be active. So, you know, your Nitro Chemist isn't. Pure isn't. Nothing like that. Nothing to do with Slipstream. Anything to do with Slipstream or Nitro or Muddy is all off. Nothing to do with anything anymore. But keep your Followers Magnet, your Bucks, your Loot Digger, your Popular, etc. Keep those active. That would help so much with actually making PvP worth it. One other thing in the exact same vein as rewards is a weekly ranking system. So add a system where there's a board at PvP. Because at the moment, what do we get for playing PvP week by week? 3 gold parts. We get 3 gold parts for playing PvP every week. It's utterly embarrassing. Especially when there's no reward to play PvP in the first place. What are we going to do with 3 gold parts? Here's what I propose. The game already has a system where it gives you points based on where you came, depending on your amount of people in the lobby, right? So there's 5 people here. If I came 3rd, I would have no change in my points. If I came 2nd, I would gain points. If I came 1st, I would gain points. If I came 4th, I would lose points. If I came 5th, I would lose points. The crew has that system, and it would be different if there was 8 people in the lobby. You know, it would be from 1st to 3rd who would gain points. Middle would be 4th and 5th, etc., you know, and the ones after losing. Take that system and attach a separate points to it. And then just have you gain and lose points on a reward leaderboard. So you don't have to rank against other players, just make it, if you get 100 points, you get the gold reward. Or if you get 75 points, you get the silver reward. If you get 50 points, you get the bronze reward. And if you get 150 points, you get the platinum reward. Make them vanities. Make them actually stuff that's useful. Instead of going the motor pass route, sure, maybe make the bronze reward followers or bucks. Maybe make the silver reward bucks, even though that would be so scummy if they did that. Maybe make it followers, though. I don't know, right? Okay, how did that even happen? But add some kind of a weekly leaderboard. And I would recommend Vanity Item for Platinum, at least. You know, I don't expect it to be a car, you know? I don't expect them to add a car every time you get enough wins in PvP every week. That's just dumb, you know? Instead, a vanity. A simple one. You know, that's all that it would need. Like, just some incentive to play PvP every week. But then again, maybe you don't like the vanity and then you don't want to play. So add something else that's worth it. On top of that, again, the increased rewards for a single race, you know? One race should give more. And non-race affixes active would make it a lot nicer. And speaking on vanities, we have the motor pass at the moment. And we get things for the motor pass. The thing I'm going to talk about right now is something I'd expected them to have done, right? So we got outfits in the motor pass now, right? So, in the lobby, in PvP, why is it that we are still completely untouched, even though we've had such a change in customization of the vehicles, right? We aren't just customizing the base car anymore. We're customizing the vanities, the smoke, the lights, the horn, the outfit that our characters are wearing from the motor pass. They're exclusive. So, here's what I propose. In the lobby, your character should stand outside of the car, in whatever pose that your character has chosen, right? Because we picked our character when we made when they did that in a drive, or whichever one it was. We picked a character. Mine's the jolly old Mexican man. You might have picked the dabbing black man. Or you might have picked the emo lady. Or whoever you picked, right? But no matter who you picked, they all have unique animations standing in the pause menu. So why not just rip that animation and put them standing in front of their car? Not in front, but to the side, to the door, in the lobby. Done. There you go. Now you have even more character, because not only can you see the car your player is in when you look down, you can also see their outfit. I'll talk about the podium in a minute too. But when we load into the lobby, all you see is just the cars. That's all you see, that's all you get. You get nothing else other than just what vehicle they're in, which is fine, because yes, it's a car game, of course. But instead, if they were just standing outside, it's as simple as that. Like there, right next to, in front of the door. or maybe even behind. You know, we see what outfit they're wearing, whether it's a motor pass outfit, we see which character they picked, and it instantly adds that much more character to their persona in PvP. And then on podium, what I say for the podium is, also, if you watch this far, trust me, the most important thing I will get onto. This is all whatever, it's still important, but the most important thing I will get onto. The podium, we have vanity items. We've had vanity items for the longest time now. So why is it we have all these vanity items, yet they seem utterly useless when actually being shown off, right? So here's what I say for the podium. When you flash in the podium to third place, second place, those two do burnouts. Say third place is doing a burnout, second place is doing a donut. Both nitroing, right? Then you show their nitro, their smoke, as well as everything else. Maybe even have them horn, you know? Whatever. But show their nitro and show their smoke. Because those are the main vanities that are changing in this game. You know, we've had them for the longest time, is tires and smoke. On top of that, then make it so the person who came first, instead of just being in the front, have them drive in. Have them drift in from the back. So you've shown the one on the left, third place. You've shown the one on the right, second place. And then have the one who's first drive in, drift in. Obviously, they wouldn't do this for boats and planes, but it's most people play cars, you know, it's the main thing. So have them drive in and drift, you know, it's as simple as that. Have a little animation for it. I know it's something that could take a little while, but that's as simple as it needs to be. Burnouts for third, donut for second, and then have the person who came first drive in between those two and drift into his position. Instantly like that, you've added 10 times more character to the podium. Done. One of the most important things. Revenge needs to be removed. Revenge needs to be removed. I will say again, revenge needs to be removed. Like, it cannot be in the game. Revenge is the biggest ruiner, other than Big Land, of PvP. Full stop. If nothing else was added and only one thing could be changed, I would say remove revenge. Revenge needs to be removed. I'd say, like, honestly, if you're gonna update PvP, do revenge first. Just hit delete. Just go into the revenge folder, Control A, delete. Revenge needs to be removed. I can't stress that enough. It makes PvP 10 times more boring when we're talking about a street racing scene of whatever, I don't know, Miles Morales, express yourself, right? Why is it the main thing when you are loading into a race is the most boring thing on the planet, revenge? You know? Why is it the first event you're able to select is one you've already played? It's like the game is trying to make it 10 times more boring for you. You know? Revenge removed. Full stop. You know, full stop. I can't say it any other way other than revenge needs to be removed. I am stressing that. Reward needs to be increased. Perhaps even a weekly build-up reward system that would actually make it worth it. On top of that, and all of these things that I'm mentioning right now, I'd rather them combined. Obviously, I'm not saying do one or the other. I'm saying all of them in conjunction. All of them working together is what I say. And revenge being removed. Another thing is the main playlist that is in this game. The main playlist could please be updated, you know. We've been playing these same races for so long now. The main playlist could be updated. It is possible, you know. I've heard an argument that said touring car, Alpha GP, and let me see what else it was. If I'm able to find the comment on short notice. Rallycross, Touring Car, and Alpha GP should all be in the normal race playlist. And Slipstream should be disabled or at bare minimum. I see the issue with Slipstream. We're dealing with PvP where non-collision is active. Slipstream makes it really, really dumb. It makes it really, really, really dumb. But I understand why it's there. I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate. I know I'm here talking for the people, trying to get this information to Ivory Tower, right? But I understand Slipstream, right? Like, it's so the really bad players still get a chance. They did change some stuff. I'm fairly certain. Wake in Powerboat, I might be making this up, but to me, it's always felt like Wake in Powerboat is a lot slower in PvP, than, a lot shorter in PvP than it is in normal Powerboat events. Might just be making that up, might just be placebo, but I noticed that. So, could Slipstream be changed? Probably, but should it? I don't know. You know, I'm just not too sure. It makes sense, again. I'm impartial on Slipstream, I suppose. It makes sense for bad players to be able to have a chance. However, maybe tone it down a bit, you know? Maybe just tone it down a bit. Maybe tone it down just a little bit. I saw a big comment here. Yeah, terrible rewards. 3 gold parts per week, really? Yep. Revenge needs to be gone was the first thing he said. Lack of team battles, crew versus crew. I think lobby size is an issue for that. And I think lobby size is an engine limitation. I think. I may be completely wrong. Obviously, Ivory Tower would know. I don't know. Bad servers. Honestly, I don't bring this up because I don't know what to say for it other than fix the servers, you know? I just don't know how we've gone this long with these kind of servers. The issue is it's not servers, right? It's host-based. It's a host game in 2022. I don't know if Ubisoft just didn't fork out the money and didn't give the crew server space, but it's done on host-based servers. So essentially what that means is you are connected to one person in that lobby. The host. Right? So instead of everyone being connected to a region-based server, so, you know, you're connected to someone, if you're all in Europe, you're connected to a European server. If you're all in Asia, you're connected to an Asian server. That's not the case at all. Worldwide, the entire world plays on the same servers because you just connect to everyone. Someone here could be from Turkey, someone could be from the USA, but they might all be connected to me in the UK. And that causes a whole host of server issues because I'm the host. What if you're connected to someone with terrible Wi-Fi, terrible upload speed? What if you're connected? Well, then what happens is either half the lobby gets disconnected randomly, you get host migration, which can sometimes fail and kick you out of the race. You can get a pause in connectivity issues and then plow into a wall because you were put onto a turn. There are so many issues that come with the host server system, but I think, honestly, the crew might just have bigger issues than, hey, Mr. Ubisoft, can we have some server space, please? Because they'd have to rework all the network features for PvP. They'd have to rework the entire thing to connect to a server, multiple servers, and have that adjust to the global servers thing. You know, what can you now, is all the lobbies smaller because you're only playing with people in Europe? Does someone in America just connect to a Europe server? I don't know. Can host servers even be improved? I would hope so. You know, hopefully host servers can just be improved and that is what is done. Someone runs a network diagnostic, whatever it's called. I don't know. I got an A in computer science, but it was like 3-4 years ago. But someone needs to fix the servers. Host migration is an issue. It disconnects. It rarely works. Connectivity issues is an issue, believe it or not. Disconnecting is a massive issue. They're all terrible. Bad servers is something that is reiterated a lot. I just never know what to say for it because, again, it just doesn't seem like something that a lot can be said on. Also, I've been violating in this lobby, by the way. I feel kind of bad. I saw someone talk about skill-based, based on the rank you are, like platinum and everything. I don't think that works. There's not enough players for that, honestly. Honestly, there is not enough players for that. But another thing that could work with the ranking, vanities. The crew 1 had it. Based on what rank you were in PvP, you got a livery, some tires, and a paint, I think. Why not just do that again? You know the aero tires, right? The ones that cover the full tires? Like, the donut tires from one season, the, whatever tires, right? Aero tires, the ones that cover the full tire. So you don't even see the rims, the vanity items, the aero ones. Just have that, right? But it says your rank. Mind blown. Just have that, but it says your rank. It just has the Platinum 1 logo. Simple. Simple. Vanity item. Done, right? Okay, have a code. It extracts their ranking. Grabs the PNG for their ranking. Puts it on the tire. Done. Done. A vanity tire that grabs the rank. Grabs the PNG attached to the rank. Puts the PNG on the tire. Next, similar thing. Grabs the PNG for the rank and adds it to a smoke. Just make it a normal smoke, but the little PNGs that hover from the smoke, you know, like smokes that do that, like the ghost smoke, or just smokes that when you burn out, they have little things emanating from it, right? That, but which rank you are, right? Have the color change to blue if you're whatever, right? If you're platinum, bronze, silver. And just have it, do that. Have a nitro with the same PNG. It's literally that. It's blue if you're platinum, it's gold if you're gold, it's bronze if you're bronze, it's silver if you're silver, and then on top of that, it has the PNG of which number you are. So, if you're platinum 2, you have a nitro that nitros and emanates platinum 2s. Or just like one platinum 2 constantly, right? If you're bronze 3, on top of everything else, you also have tires that have bronze, the bronze 3 logo on it. If you're silver 2, smoke, like all of these for all the ranks, just have updating vanities. Or just, if you don't want to update them, make them all, like just for coding sake. For coding sake. If updating them causes too much of a ruckus, have it so it deletes the last one. Oh, sorry, not deletes. It just removes the last one from their account when they change rank. Like, this player just changed rank. Remove all those vanities that they had before and put the new ones. Yes, it would remove them from whatever vehicle they have them on currently. Okay, that's a little bit of an inconvenience for something that's pretty cool. Again, you could just make it so they update, then they don't remove, but whatever, right? Done. It would make sweats want to play more. It would make casuals want to play more to get their vanities upgraded. You know, people say Platinum 1 isn't worth anything right now. It's still quite a lot for casuals. Casuals still struggle to get Platinum 1. You'd be surprised how many times. That is how I would say a reward system for what rank you are. I don't think skill-based should be changed or added. I don't think anything like that. I think some vanity items that actually adjust to your rank would be lovely. I think they would be brilliant, honestly. Done. Simple as that. Now, the biggest thing, in my opinion, the biggest thing, the main reason I do not play the Crew 2's PvP anymore, or don't want to, or hate it when I do. Why am I this car again? The main reason, no party game mode. It literally seems like when Ivory Tower sat down to make PvP for the Crew 2, they looked at the PvP in the Crew 1 and went, we don't have time for that. Just, like, make them do some races or something. And then, like, temporarily. And then stuck with it. And then they stuck with it. How is this the PvP we have in the Crew 2 when the Crew 1's PvP is 10 times better? It's 10 times better. You had Zone Wars, which was you'd be in a circle area and you'd drive to the next circle area. You got points based on how quickly you got there. The first person, second person, and third person got points based on how quickly they got there. Then the zone would activate. The longer you spend in the zone, the more points you get. Done. Zone finished. Now drive to the next one. And it's that. That's the thing. And you win based on points. Then you get a elimination, right? Everyone has 3 lives. The longer you spend, where you are position-wise, the lower you are in position, the more nitro you have. And then there's a timer that slowly gets quicker and quicker throughout the race that eliminates and tags the person in last until they've lost all their lives. Simple as that. Done. Just do that on a normal race in this game. Zone Wars. Just make the zones, you know? On top of that, or have like an area where there's random zones and it randomly goes to the different zones. Done. That's a game mode. That's a game mode. Infected from Forza. Just have it so one person's in, or like, however infected is done. You know, 2-3 people are infected. You just have to get everyone. If the timer runs out, then the people who weren't infected get points. People who weren't infected don't get points, you know? Simple as that, or lose points, or whatever, right? Infected, done. Crown game. You have a crown. People tag you, they get the crown. Crown eventually does something to you. They had a crown game in the Crew 1. They had a crown game. You would have to pick up the crown. If you exited the zone, you'd lose the crown. It would go to a random place. You'd have to get to that place to get the crown. Done. People tag you, they get the crown. Done. What are the other ones? Capture the flag. Grab a flag, take it to a place. The thing is, so elimination, that can just be done on any lapped track on the game, right? Any track in the Crew 2 that has laps, you can do elimination on. Done. Zone Wars takes a little bit more. You need a wider area and random zone placements that then randomize one after another when you're playing them. Right. For Infected, Crown game. What were the other ones? Capture the flag. All of those, and I think there was one more, but I can't remember it. Because I think the Crew 1 had another one. Revenge. Of course they're doing Revenge. It's a terrible race, but I'm forced to play it again, even though I do not want to, and would rather actually enjoy other races in this game. In a very limited playlist that already needs updating, I'm having to play Revenge. What was I saying? Elimination. Zone War. No, sorry. All game modes like capture the crown game, capture the flag, infected. The Crew 1 had an infected as well, just to clarify. Crew 1 had an infected. All of those, all you need to do is have one guy go across the entire map for a day, right? Go, this place looks kind of cool. Place a circle. Like a decently sized circle. Goes to the Windmill Racetrack. Place a circle. Goes to the middle of New York. Place a circle. Central Park. Places a circle. Like a decent circle, right? Like a decently sized circle. That's all. Go to unique locations. Locations people don't normally go. Locations where there isn't an event. Place one in the Grand Canyon. And no matter what, just place a circle. Done. Literally done. Now, all you need to do is make it so that the PvP playlist selection grabs a circle and randomizes in between Infection, Crown Game, and Capture the Flag, and whichever other one that I can't remember right now. Done. So you get a location, and you get a game mode, and you play it. And have that as a separate playlist. So that, elimination, all those 3, elimination, Zone Wars, Jesus, that guy just flew, and have those in a party game modes playlist. 1, re-update the stock playlist. That's the one on the left, right? This playlist. Update it. Maybe do something with the other playlist. Like, it's really boring sometimes. Who wants to play freestyle? But if we got party game modes, I'd be fine with it. I would be fine with it if we got party game modes. Done. Simple. The biggest thing is party game modes. But again, it's such a big thing to do that I don't expect them to do it soon. I don't expect them to do it at all, honestly. I don't know. I lose hope sometimes. With handling update and 60 FPS, I'm gaining hope a little bit. But I do lose hope with Ivory Tower sometimes. And PvP is one of those things. I just want something to do every day when I load on. I want something to do. You know? How simple is that? Well, you know what? Hopefully it gets better soon. All we can do is hope. All we can do is hope. Because at the moment, it's looking pretty bleak. So what have I talked about, right? A better pool of events, so update the events. Party game modes. Those need to be added. And have 3 playlists. Normal playlist, this one. The whatever playlist that's on the right. Party game modes. Done. Right? Simple. Meta cars wouldn't even matter in that game mode, right? Because the Lamborghini Gallardo is probably not going to be meta for Crown game, right? Not on, like, the ice track. If you put the ice track as a zone, right? Done. Do that. Revenge removed. Simple as. A weekly point system where you get a reward. Have it shit rewards for bronze and silver, but good reward for platinum, right? Done. Simple. Servers. Massive need of an update. Servers are in massive need of an update. Honorable mention... PvP lobby chat. Now, it would get really toxic. The Crew 1 had it, but there's a chance it would get really, really toxic. So maybe don't, right? But, like, PvP lobby chat would be nice. But the problem is it could get really, really toxic. So, yeah. Have your character stand outside of their car in the lobby. Have more animations that show off vanities. And obviously, lobby standing outside of car is to show off motor pass outfits or any kind of outfit. In the finishing thing, have it so there's more animations that show off nitros, vanities, smokes, etc. Right? Done. Revenge removed. Simple. This playlist updated. I think that's it. Maybe a crew v crew thing, but lobby sizes. So whatever. But all in all, I think that is probably all I can think of for what needs to be changed for PvP. I think there was some specific things I got told to mention by the people I was asking. Yeah, rewards not worth it needs to be the main thing. Servers. Bikes exist in PvP. I think that's whatever. I don't know. Bikes suck, but yeah, it's whatever. Not enough time to pick cars. You gotta change one button in the coding, right? Like, add 2 more seconds. Right, if anyone from Ivory Tower has watched this far... The PvP in this game is a godsend compared to Forza. Right? Forza, you take 10 days to actually get into a PvP event. Right? And it is boring as hell. And it sucks. However, their playground games is 10 times better. I'm not gonna lie here. If you remove the load times, their infected Crown game, Capture the Flag, so much better. But that can be changed. The PvP in the way it is right now is 10 times better than Forza. You fellas have done an amazing job at a decent pick up and play PvP, but it just sucks. It just sucks, you know? It sucks the least, but it sucks. And the issue is, it's the one thing that would keep players playing. Because I don't care what the motor pass is, right? The motor pass could be the Contractor episode 7, and I wouldn't care, because when I'm done doing everything the motor pass has to offer, I can still play PvP. But I can't do that right now. Instead, I hate streaming when there's not a PvP playlist and I've done everything that week. I just hate streaming when I've done everything that week. I used to play PvP for 4-hour streams. I then cut my streams to 3 hours and a half. I then cut my streams further to 3 hours, yet I still hate playing PvP. That shouldn't be the case. Vanities that track your ranking as well would be nice. But yeah, no one would care how bad the motor pass was. Like, the motor pass could be utterly amazing or utterly garbage, but if we can be done with playing the motor pass and then go to play PvP, done. Game better. 10 times better. Rewards. Buffed rewards. Why are we getting so little per race, you know? Done. That is the fact of the matter. I will have this fully listed in the description. All of these things in bullet point form if, you know, you didn't want to listen to me and you just want the simple. Like, simple bullet points in description for everything. But this is me talking about it and expressing it. I'm gonna finish this race in my Red Panther, and I'm gonna call it a night at that. We've been talking for 35 minutes. My girlfriend's calling me, so, you know, yeah. So that is it. That's everything I can think of for what needs to be fixed with PvP. Because it's pretty shocking right now. It sucks. It sucks, and it sucks to suck. And here PvP is. Sucking. Hard. But yeah. That's gonna call it a night. I hope you guys did enjoy this video because I enjoyed making it. I hope this brings in some change. Alright. Thank you to popular members, especially thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to Icon member, Dustin for the love of life, and Corey Brown. In a bit.